Here's and God, tell us the reason. It's hunting season, and the lambs are on the run.
Searching for meaning.
You know, usually by this point, someone's already stopping me from singing.
But I love the song.
Yeah,
So.
I love the
After
song.
hours, everyone.
Yeah, welcome to AME After Hours.
Yay!
So, right today we're gonna be in the Tambayan. This is Eric.
This is Tanem.
This is Clarice.
Diego.
Yeah.
You still remember your name, right?
I'm not used to being on podcasts.
Okay.
Don't worry. You'll do fine, guys. Okay, so for today it's gonna be the four of us, and there's a lot of cicadas.
Oh, anime background. Cicadas.
Is it summer now? I don't know, but not really.
It's almost summer for us.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I guess.
We don't have summer.
It's an eternal summer.
it's not
Free!
No.
Make it free.
Anyway, so
Speaking of summer.
Here comes summer.
it's not yet the summer season; it's the spring season. What we're gonna talk about for this episode of AME After Hours is our reviews of the current spring season. Since we're already in the third episode and everything, we can more or less have a judgment of if we will continue the animes we're watching or not. Okay, so
I'm gonna be having a hard time because I didn't watch that many premieres. And
Oh, no.
I also drop things really quickly.
I don't watch a lot of anime this season lately. I might pick up some more later on, but like the only show I've watched that aired this season was like Carol and Tuesday, and that's it.
Oh no.
I watched One Punch Man because I kind of had to. Then I'm also watching Bungo Stray Dogs, and I'm planning to watch Sarazanmai and maybe Carol and Tuesday.
actually, a lot of people are telling me to watch Sarazanmai and Carol
Watch
and Tuesday.
Sarazanmai.
I'm planning to.
Watch Sarazanmai.
Watch
Okay.
Kono Ototomare.
So, since we're at it, since a lot of people are recommending us to watch Sarazanmai, what's your first impression of it? Like,
Yeah,
when
watch
you
it.
research
Anyone
about...
here watch Sarazanmai?
Me.
Okay.
Alright,
Well,
Tell us about it.
tell us a thing about what's happening in the first few episodes. Like, what's it about? It's fine.
Not
Compose your
very
thoughts.
easy. No, I think even if I did compose my thoughts, you'd process it as gibberish.
Is it a gag anime?
No.
Is it a
It's kinda
comedy?
Weird. It's weird to talk about. Like, the director is known just for being weird.
Is it slice of life?
No.
Is it?
It's I don't know the genre.
I like this giving 10 questions.
Dark
Is
Wars
it?
genre.
I mean, it's funny. It has lots of action. The animation is really. If you watch anime for Sakuga, you'll find plenty of that here.
Is it Lego and Lego Movie, the anime?
Definite answer?
About us Lego the movie, the anime as any anime you can get.
I see. Well, I did watch Lego Movie,
okay.
so
So
that's something.
what I've done to get people to watch it is say that three out of the 6 people who are in the cast are voiced by Hosoya, Miyano Mamoru, and Suwabe.
Kirashima's not
So that's one reason to get into it. Well, I got into it because I follow the director already. So
I see.
when he's one of the weirdest, most brilliant creators in anime right now, and I don't know how to describe it. I'm sorry.
Can you at least tell us something about the characters that make up the anime?
They're gay.
I'm sold!
That's not very helpful. I mean, we'd say that a lot about sports anime characters. We say that a lot about, music club characters. It's like, give us a better description of it.
So one of the characters is a cross-dresser.
Okay.
One of them is his childhood friend, and one of them is a guy who kind of tried to assault him.
Are they all guys?
Yeah, they're all guys. That's why I said it's gay.
Oh. I
Well,
see.
apart from the actual other gay stuff and
Actual other gay stuff.
the sexual imagery, and there was literally a guy wearing nothing but a box and shibari in the first episode.
What?
So what?
How was this allowed to show in television?
Most people actually ask that question.
Like,
You were also able to watch it?
I just know from word of mouth.
Oh.
oh, and there's also the like they use the imagery that isn't anal beads but is also very close to anal beads, though I can't really say for sure. Yes.
We're gonna get them monetized. We're not monetized, but you know what I mean.
It feels like for something that grew so big, a lot of us don't know what it actually is.
I don't think you can describe what Sarazanmai is.
If you like shows that have like that you're okay with weird humor, just all around weirdness everywhere in the production.
But can you at least say it's a comedy?
I mean, you could.
Okay.
Also, it's given the creator, it's probably going to have some very deep, and a lot of his works have a lot of
Like
themes about
philosophical themes?
about society, about queerness, about LGBT
Oh.
representation. Right now, it's hard to I can see where some of the ideas might be going, but
Okay.
it's hard to say.
Is it manga inspired or original
It's an
anime?
original. It's an original production.
Oh.
Mm.
I see. So that's why. But I don't think it's an experimental theme. I think it's just,
It's just weird. Well, yeah,
don't call it weird. You like it.
I mean, weird is good. I like weird stuff.
I'm gonna do something weird. You like that?
I mean, if you're willing to do it for the audiences.
I mean, if you create something weird, you're always gonna catch the interest of someone.
This guy's
Up
been doing
to
it for
the-
20 years. Actually, more than that if you count this other stuff.
It's actually amazing considering how weird stuff can easily turn into something, people that would repel people.
Mm.
Well, especially with LGBT stuff,
Mm.
it's easy to repel people saying, "Oh, you SJWs" or something. But his works have resonated with a lot of people, and
It's actually amazing.
Yuriko Maharashi was his last work, and it was super gay. If you've watched even just the first episode, you know what I mean.
Okay, last question. I'm just curious. You haven't said the name of the director yet at all.
The name of the director?
Yeah, who's the director of Sarazanmai?
Kunihiko Ikuhara.
Oh, okay.
Follow his stuff.
I think I will try to be up to date with what he or she he's doing. All right.
I heard this the director for Utena and
Utena, Penguin Drum, Yuriko Maharashi,
Oh.
made a season of Sailor Moon, a lot of other stuff.
That's actually a lot of things that are well known
And
in the seasons that they came out.
one of the outliers on what he did was he storyboarded the opening for Nadame Cantabile.
Oh.
which opening?
The first one. The one with weird CG instruments.
That's interesting.
Is this brand new Breeze?
Huh?
Is this brand new Breeze?
No, Allegro Cantabile.
Oh, I thought.
I know
When you
that.
say Utena, like revolutionary?
Yeah, Revolutionary Girl.
Oh, so that's why one of the fan arts of the character for Sarazanmai mimicked the Utena pose where you pull the sword out.
No, that's not fan art. That's an actual frame from the show.
Oh, so it really imitated the Utena thing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's really similar.
I see.
That's
So it is gay.
Some
Yeah,
creators
it's-
tend to replicate the same thing.
since we're at this topic, watch Utena, by the way.
Yeah, Utena's good too.
You're just
Yeah, I want
praising
to
all of his works now.
While I have this platform, so I'm gonna whore him out.
Remind me sometimes to watch an Ikuhara show.
See, you can contribute. You said you were gonna be quiet, but no, you're boring out.
Well, I haven't watched a lot of other stuff, so from here on out, I'm probably going to be really quiet.
I mean, it's still pretty good. I mean, Sarazanmai, from the things I've heard about it, even though some of them are like very strange, they've really piqued my interest.
Yes.
Even if like you get weirded out,
Mm-hmm.
which you
I don't think I'm
probably
gonna
will,
stop.
You're not gonna. You're probably not gonna. You're.
I mean, that's
probably-
basically how we all got into
you're-
anime.
Like it's a labor.
Anime's weird.
Like if you look at, it's a labor of love. Like
Aww.
there's way too. There's so
I
much.
actually watched
stuff
tame
put into
anime,
this,
and
a
I
lot of
really like
effort.
tame anime that I watch. I mean, the worst that I've gotten was mermaids that were singing to defeat evil people.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, so anyway, let's move on from
Right.
Sarazan.
How about you, Clarice? What have you watched this season?
I think the only show I've watched this season was Carol and Tuesday.
Oh, another one that I've heard good things about and haven't watched it.
Please watch it. Oh my god. Here's an idea about it. So apparently, it was like Studio Bones' 20th anniversary around last October, and
Mhm.
apparently, Carol and Tuesday is like their 20th anniversary show,
Mm-hmm.
special show, and it's directed by Shinichiro Watanabe, who's directed shows like Cowboy Bebop. Although I need to watch that too. sometime.
Samurai Champloo.
Cult classic.
Yeah, that.
Like Kids on the Slope. Oh, also,
Kids in the Slope.
oh, it also has music.
Yes.
Someone say music.
Yeah, it's also a music anime.
Oh.
Oh, you're gonna watch it now?
Okay, so about Carol and Tuesday.
Actually, the surprising thing about it is that the setting is kind of weird, like it's set on Mars, but at the same time the story of the base story is kind of generic, but at the same time the direction is so good you can pretty much forgive it.
Mm.
It's a case where the visuals is more interesting than the writing.
Something like that.
It's kind of futuristic, right?
Yeah.
Apparently. Yeah.
Where the music that's become popular were like what do you call that?
Blues, jazz. I'm not sure what kind of songs.
Contemporary.
As people who haven't watched
R&B.
Country.
They're like computer generated.
electronic,
Oh, synthetic, synthesized.
I forgot that.
Vocaloid,
Vocaloid.
Vocaloid.
Yeah, AI music.
Vocaloid.
Ah, something like Vocaloid.
So AI music. It's a setting where AI music became popular, but these two girls want to create music on their own.
Without the
Yeah.
AI music. Okay, so they're singing with their own voices.
They're composing their own music.
Rebelling
Oh.
against our robot overlords.
You're
That's
building
basically the
against
premise.
Vocaloid. Eh.
Miku did not like that.
Oh no.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
it was
What does make us the antagonist?
the base story is really just this bunch of two girls who met by coincidence and ended up being a partner in crime and music,
Singing duo.
and singing and
Okay,
making music.
Okay, so what do you like about it?
The direction.
Well,
One thing that really struck me about episode 1 is just how well it does show don't tell storytelling.
Mhm.
Like you can already infer so much about the world without anyone spelling it out.
Oh, that's interesting. I've actually been trying to look for something that could do that.
show not tell.
Yeah,
Yes.
because a lot of anime, especially in isekai, will do the telling part, but
Yeah.
not exactly showing the part enough to let you think of it on your own.
This is a pretty underrated skill, actually. Considering a lot of what's
Uh-huh.
coming out is pretty workman-like for to be nice.
Yeah.
Another thing that struck me about it is how its sound direction even does that.
Mm.
Like you can tell from the MIDI-like sound of the AI music that it sounds pretty artificial.
Mhm.
It's clean but also kind of creepy.
It sounds like a MIDI.
Yeah.
It sounds like a hospital.
It sounds like a MIDI file.
I see.
If you've heard synthesia music.
Yeah, actually, I've heard stuff like that, MIDI files. I've actually tried to use MIDI files to practice singing. It's like, okay, this is just gonna be one note.
Do we have a
Per-
Vocaloid of you?
No, you will never have my utawaloid. I will never ever show that to people. It's embarrassing.
And then more on the sound direction in episode 1, there's this scene of where Carol and Tuesday were like doing a practice session, and it feels very realistic.
Oh.
It needs to be seen.
Wait, so
Very
the instruments look like they're actually being played?
It feels like the kind of characters where you can feel the roughness of the performance.
Oh.
Mm.
Wait, is this 2D or 3D? Because I've seen a lot of 3D lately.
The instruments are apparently 3D CG,
Oh, okay.
but the performance, the character acting is apparently rotoscope.
Oh.
I think I've heard that they also have a Twitter account manager. I mean, like an
Yeah,
actual
apparently
real
they
person.
have.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Like after the
Instagram.
episode 1, apparently they launch Instagram pages
They
for the
update-
characters.
And they update it
active.
real time with, the televised screening.
Yes. they
So
do
like,
it.
oh.
Wow,
It's on Instagram because
Such
they
effort.
have an Instagram in the store.
much well.
So like,
This
are
was
they
set in the
actually on
future.
Mars? Is this a conspiracy or are there already people on Mars?
Giant Titan is real.
Oh my god, transmedia storytelling. Sorry, we just learned about
Yes.
Actually
that.
amazing.
Okay.
Right. So amazing stuff we've been hearing from the first 2 series of the Hero.
Watch
How about you,
Sarah's anime,
Pana?
by the way.
We
Okay.
get it. We'll watch Sarah's and mine.
Watch One Punch Man season 2.
We'll
Yay!
try.
Well, I'm basically just gonna retell the article I wrote for Kisetsu. So, guys, check out our website. We write anime recommendations called Kisetsu. We'll link it down below.
Nice segue.
So, One Punch Man season 2. Go on. How do I start?
Well, it's basically a continuation of the One Punch Man
Yeah,
series.
it's just a continuation of the One Punch Man series from season 1. There's still, of course, it's
It's a story about Saitama,
Saitama.
the bald hero that can destroy literally everything with one punch.
Yeah.
The meritocratic society he lives in.
Yeah.
That has some pretty bullshit rules.
Yeah.
Yeah, their society sucks, man.
Yeah.
But it's good. It's a good story. So like, Parang
That's one
kasi-
thing that's still good.
what I like about it is it's really poking fun at the superhero genre.
Yeah.
Like, first
Superheroes. Woo!
Ooh,
lot-
superhero.
lot
So
of-
guys, have you finished Endgame? I'm kidding. Okay, carry on.
Well, a lot of series like make fun of superheroes. What makes One Punch Man unique?
Parang, of course, he's the strongest. He can destroy everything with one punch. So you'd expect he's the strongest character there is, but nobody knows that he's the strongest character. That's what's fun about it.
Nobody even believes that he's the strongest guy.
Yeah. And like,
I've only seen like episode 1 of season 1. He's so bored.
yeah,
He's so bored with life, I
he's
swear.
bored with
I
life.
feel bad for him.
And yeah, that's what's fun about watching One Punch Man is you see Saitama develop straight from episode 1. Because episode 1, oh my god, he's lonely, he's bored, being a hero doesn't seem fun anymore. and then as he goes through all these challenges, he meets new people. Parang yes, I'm gonna Tagalog.
Woman
Nanunong balik ang kahiligan niya sa magsusuper.
Muling ibalik ang
Ang
tamis
tamis
ng kapangyarihan. I tried.
Ayan. So yeah, and what I like is yun nga, on the point of making fun of the superhero genre, some of the heroes are really shitty. Cause like, you'd expect heroes to be some high and mighty, perfect people who are righteous. Pero pinapakita, oh my god, Tagalog again. Okay, One
It's
Punch
fine,
Man
it's fine.
One Punch Man shows that some heroes are actually, not all heroes are all that great. There are some heroes talaga who are heroes for the wrong
Ultimately,
reasons.
it's still a political
Scenario.
scenario.
It's a political scenario. And like, but the thing about Saitama is he doesn't give a fuck about the politics of the hero association. He just really wants to go out there and save people.
And
He doesn't care for ranking, for interacting, for teaming up with other heroes. He just wants to do his job, and that's to save the world.
it's actually
save
a good
people.
thing because if he
doesn't
actually cared, he could just kill each of them in one punch.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he doesn't even particularly care.
Yeah, he doesn't care. It just so happens to be at that particular moment in time. Oh, look, there's a villain. Okay, I'll take care of it.
He really just wants to enjoy his job.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's a good point.
as long as you don't, I guess, get in the way of him and his bargain sales in the grocery, I don't think you're gonna have problems
episode
with
3. Episode 3. Don't get in the way of a man and his shopping, apparently.
As someone who mostly watched the first season for the visuals, what do you have to say about it?
Oh, God.
Oh yeah, I heard
Oh, yeah,
about
they
the
did
So,
change
if
studios,
you guys didn't know, season 2, they changed studios.
Yeah.
Just that they changed to just
Yeah.
necessarily, but they straight up changed directors and like the staff entirely.
Like
Yeah.
a lot of the people who were responsible for the great, wonderful cuts since S1.
Shingo Natsume was like the director of season 1, but if you were wondering where he's right now, he directed Boogie Pa from last season.
Oh.
Oh, right.
So, like, yeah,
Haven't
they
seen that
change everyone involved in the animation. And, I mean, yeah, the story is great. I'm there from the story. But the visuals, it's...
You can't even expect some of the
I can't
animators
say
from
it.
season 1
It's
to be there.
it's kind of awful. But,
Well, if you're
Diba?
comparing it to the season
yeah,
one.
if you're comparing
But
it to season 1.
if you're comparing it to just, your
I
middle
mean,
of the...
it does its job. But as someone who watched season 1, I can't help but nitpick at all the changes. Talaga. Like, I don't like the pacing of the fight scenes. It all seems so rushed. There's too much cut scenes.
Yeah.
Mm.
Even if
They're
it's
really
not,
padding it out with the dialogue.
even if it's not just about the extravagant animation in season 1, you really notice like the like even just the like layouting of the shots, like the visual pacing. It doesn't feel right even if you don't actively look for that kind of stuff.
I guess, well, season 1, it felt like you were getting closer to the screen to be more involved with the
Or at least the
with
heroes
fight
are
scene.
going towards you, even
And
if
like
it's far from
season 2, I'm just sitting in my chair. I'm not moving forward because it doesn't. Parang
not very
it's not
exciting.
engaging. It's not exciting.
Yeah, that's a pretty big problem for a series that people sell on its action.
Yeah.
And even I'm not even sure if we can expect the animators from season 1 to return in season 2. Like, I don't know a lot of names from season 1, but except maybe Yoshimichi Kame, though animated the dream sequence in episode 1. You can't really expect him to appear in season 2 anymore because he was like chief animation director of Mob Psycho season 2. Rip.
So yun. Yeah, I'd still recommend One Punch Man season 2 for the story. The story is still pretty fucking great. I love it. But fight-wise, fighting animation-wise, it's kind of disappointing considering it's a hero anime and you engage through fight scenes.
Their introduction of the first bad guy, it didn't really hook me very much.
Yeah.
I mean, he was the guy that I think killed everyone in a bank, was it? Was it a bank?
No, it was a gathering
Oh.
for villains.
Oh. And then he just killed everyone.
Yeah.
And, it just didn't feel like...
Yeah,
I
you're
wanted-
supposed to be horrified, but they're like, it was just like, meh.
He's too far away for me to feel anything. I mean, we get a close-up shot of the guy that he is killing, but not him. So, like, I don't really feel much about this.
Yeah, you're supposed to be scared of the guy. You're
Yeah.
not supposed to focus on the person they're killing because they're gonna be irrelevant anyway.
Yeah, they're gonna be dead.
Yeah, they're gonna be
showing
dead
up
in the
afterwards.
the next frames.
Yeah. Alright.
Oh, excuse me.
Okay. So Moe, what spring anime
Oh,
have
hey!
you watched?
Okay, it's my turn. Okay, here's my problem for the spring season. I did not know many names that came up there. I mean, I saw Beyblade anime, but I wasn't really much into Beyblade. I was looking
Someone
at the...
from Beyblade, I'm so tired of the new stuff.
Wait.
Just reboot the old one,
I haven't
please.
talked about Fruits Basket.
With Tyson?
Later.
That's
It's
later.
mostly-
Wait. I'm getting to that. Okay. So yeah, there was like only a few names that I knew, but there were two series that I already knew from either manga or from my childhood, and it's like, hey, why not? I mean, we could, for the heck of watching something this season. 'Cause, I don't think I'm gonna get through a quarter of a year in my life wherein I didn't watch a single anime anymore. So, hello, weeaboo.
That's what we're here for.
Alright.
Hello,
Watch
weeboo.
anime.
Hello, fellow weeboo.
So, for today, let's talk about one of those series that I watched. How about Fruits Basket? So,
Yay!
when was the last one showing? 2009 was it?
2009.
2009.
9? Fruits Basket? Like, it's a lot earlier than that.
Really?
I am not sure.
Or I think I just remember
I was
it
very
showing-
young.
Getting
Check, please.
Wait.
well, at least I at least know that it got brought here to Philippine television
Yeah.
at some point, and we were able to watch it in ABS-CBN. And yeah, for the longest time when I was a kid, I did not know why it was called Fruits Basket. Apparently, it's a game that you
Yeah.
play that I did not know how to play.
So the original Fruits Basket anime aired in 2001.
Okay, 2000. Okay, I'm very far away.
So
That's
we're
like
all
8
wrong.
years away. I'm
Oh my
so
god, it was 18 years ago.
Just
Hey!
Hey, we're old!
It definitely has that early 2000s vibe
Yeah. All right, so
from the screenshots.
so
basically,
Fruits
what I'm
Basket
gonna do
Brotherhood.
is
Fruits Basket Brothers.
no, don't do that.
That
No.
reminds me of a joke I saw before.
Anyway, so Fruits Basket. Main plot of the story: you have a girl that lost both of her parents
I saw that.
before she was even able to go to high school. Now she's in high school and she's living in a tent because her grandfather had his house renovated at the same time that she started going to high school. Amazing.
And
Yeah.
she couldn't go anywhere else.
Yeah. Well, no,
And-
she decided on herself
Yeah.
that she's gonna live on her own.
Yeah.
She lives in a tent, which is apparently in the estate of a rich family called the Somas.
Family.
And she later finds out that that family, the people that live in there are able to transform into animals when they are hugged by the opposite gender. Yeah, so that's the
That's the
main
basic
premise.
premise.
Yeah,
of
that's
it.
the main premise.
And yun,
Specific
after a
thing.
storm that swept away her tent, the Soma family graciously...
it wasn't a storm. Oh, was it a storm
she-
in the manga?
Well,
It was an
She just got
earthquake in the
sick.
anime.
it was a landslide, and then like she got sick and she couldn't get her stuff. And
Yeah,
then,
get her stuff.
Yeah, and after that they basically allowed her to live with them as
Yeah.
long as she did chores for them.
Mm-mm.
It was not explicit, but yeah, she's gonna be the one fixing the house for them because they don't know how. They're very slovenly boys. I swear. Yeah.
That's what the girls like.
Yeah. Okay, so let's do a comparison of the old Fruits Basket and the new Fruits Basket. Of course, we're gonna say that hey, the art looks cleaner because of graphics improvements, because of
Yeah,
improvements in
that's-
technology
that's
and
a
all
good-
that.
The colors seem much brighter. too,
Yeah,
for
they're very
some
much
reason.
brighter
Yeah.
and the environment looks very much bigger.
Mm.
You can even say na because they didn't adopt the presentation like style of rectangles anymore.
I think that has to do with the art being digital and the different aspect ratio.
No, they're not even altering the aspect ratio in what's it called? Because in the old anime, they were using rectangles that kind of change your perspective a little bit sometimes.
Oh.
It's like they use narrow rectangles and then
Yeah.
flat white rectangles, and then those really change your view of perception. Sometimes you feel like the space is just too small, but you can do that with just drawing the stuff on your own. But with Fruits Basket, they don't really have to use those rectangles anymore. They can just zoom in and stuff.
Digital.
Yeah, like I said, technological advancements.
18 years.
Yeah.
This is the
Well,
comparison.
Yeah. So there. Okay, so that's the first point.
Can I? Can
Well, go ahead. What would you
Like,
say?
as someone who watched Fruits Basket as a kid,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of the music, a lot of that soundtrack is really close
Nostalgic?
to my heart. It's super
Oh.
nostalgic. It's like I was secretly hoping they'd reuse certain parts of it, but they didn't. But at the same time, it's fine because I mean,
Oh.
it still sounds good. I don't know, I was just kind of expecting nostalgia, but
I see.
it doesn't make the anime worse or anything. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with this.
It's okay. It's
It's
okay. I
okay.
mean, nostalgia can still be a factor into how much a person likes their remakes of animes.
Well, for me, kasi I read the manga as well because
Mhm.
I collected the manga. Yeah, I read
should
the
be proud of
manga. And like, kasi what happened is when I watched the original Fruits Basket, I
Mhm.
was disappointed because they changed some stuff from the manga, which was really vital to their character developments. So, I can't judge the new Fruits Basket yet because I'm gonna see if they're gonna be loyal to the manga or if they're
Unlike the
just
first
gonna
one.
reboot the
What happened in
first
the first
animation.
anime?
So,
That's
I see.
I'm reserving my judgment. They
Yeah,
did a really good job with Kyoto. I'm so happy.
that's why they're calling it Fruits Basket Brotherhood.
Hey, they said it's not gonna be Fruits Basket Motherhood yun until Kameda apparently animates Sakat Toro sets the Sumaho on fire.
What?
It's an in-joke.
Okay, so what's the other one? Oh yeah, another comparison between the old Fruits Basket and the new Fruits Basket. There was the style. I tried watching the first episode again of the old Fruits Basket, and they really employed a lot of filtering techniques and changes in their graphics to really make certain, what's it called, styles in their. I don't know how to explain this. Basically, you know how flashbacks work?
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
So like,
filters.
yeah,
Photography?
they're like using photography sepia filters and the flashbacks that make it feel like, oh, this is something different, and it looks interesting. And I guess they didn't need to use that anymore in the new series, but it was something that looked pretty fun to look at. Yeah.
So how does it work now? How do you?
Straight up flashbacks are just done with voiceover, and then that's it.
Aw.
But they don't really add anything.
They don't change the visuals.
They don't do anything too much to make it stand out as a flashback or something like that anymore.
That's kind of sad because I really like the sepia effect in flashbacks. It's so pleasing to look at
Yeah.
because it really does look like
Especially if
an
it's a
old
comedic
photograph
backstory.
style. Yeah.
Especially if it's a comedic backstory
Oo.
or a very sad backstory, it really adds to the element of
Yeah,
its
it adds to the
oldness.
mood.
Really hoping they do
Parang-
those. Like,
If they do voiceovers, parang nadedetouch yung emotion ng scene. Because really, filters are great, guys.
filters.
Filters.
Oh, and I guess you could say this is a gripe I have of the old Fruits Basket. I somehow did not like Yuki's face. How do you feel about that fandom? Coming from the manga.
Alright. It's like, diba, Yuki's face, his eyes are like more rounded.
Yeah,
This
it's like
one,
they're
and like,
pretty big, and they're like, dude, this does not look handsome at all.
because like, in the manga kasi, it was like, very rectangular. I don't know how to describe it, but yeah, that's...
It was the male eye.
Yeah,
usual
like if
male
you
eye.
notice in anime, usually how they distinguish the boy and the girl eyes, they make the girl eyes really rounded and the guy eyes really rectangular and shit. And I don't know, it feels weird seeing Yuki with that face.
If I remember correctly,
Yeah.
like in the original anime, Toru's eyes were each like a third of her face or something.
They were like Powerpuff Girls.
It was charming then. We were
They were like Powerpuff Girls.
Oh, speaking of Yuki, I remember because when I first watched Fruits Basket, I watched it at first dubbed in English.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, I watched it subbed in English. And then when I watched it subbed, I thought, why is Yuki's voice so feminine? It's weird.
Because she is voiced by a girl.
Yeah.
I mean-
And then when I watched like the new Fruits Basket, I didn't like it.
You
took
didn't need to
It took
think
me a
it.
while to notice that. Oh wow, Yuki's voice doesn't
A
feel-
girl anymore.
Yeah.
It's not a girl anymore.
They're so confusing.
I
Like-
think they were still employing the fact that the Bishonen archetype was, someone who looks very androgynous. And so getting away with the feminine voice is something that
It adds a few
Bishonen
points.
character could do. But the thing is, Yuki?
Yuki?
Yuri?
Why do I call Yuri? Yuki did not really feel much like a prince in terms of looks. Like,
Yuki didn't look like Yuki.
yeah, Yuki did not look like
Is it-
someone that would be number one in terms of looks.
Well, I think that's just a problem with anime style. Like, you can make everyone look hot, and really, it's going to be up to the exposition to say who the other girls think is hot.
I don't know. I mean, I've seen harem protagonists better than that Yuki.
My God. Is that shade? I'm not sure if that's
Please
shade.
name names.
But yeah, okay. So, yeah, that's enough about griping about Yuki. And basically, old series, well, it had a few things that I had hoped that would be imported into the new Fruits Basket, and I think you guys did too. It's like there are some things that didn't really have to be removed to improve the old one. Or
You know what I'm ready for? I'm ready for my heart to get broken a third time. As a manga reader, as the original anime watcher, and now I'm watching the new one. Like, fine, give me kiosk pain.
no spoilers. I haven't watched the first one till the end.
I've been
The only
spoiled
thing you need to know is
man.
Stan Kiyosama. That's all. That's the only important thing.
Well, he is the cat. Technically, he is the first love.
I love cats.
Cat boys.
Technically, he is the first love because But yeah, are you trying to imply something here about what's gonna happen in the ending? But I don't know. Anyway, okay, so that's enough about Fruits Basket. Have you guys watched Endgame? I really have to ask that.
I haven't. I plan to.
How about you guys?
Nope.
Okay, so none of us have watched Endgame. That's good. We can't spoil each other.
Okay.
If one of you have been spoiled and wants to spoil everyone else, I'm fine with that.
If you spoil me, I'm disowning you as a friend, and I'm gonna kick your ass.
I don't understand. How did that
Same.
work? I
How
mean,
much
would I be
I don't care.
removed from your friends list on Facebook?
I'm basically gonna ignore you until I graduate.
I'm probably
Well-
like one of the few people who don't really see spoilers that much of a crime.
I see.
Same.
But yeah, still, none of us knows anything about Endgame yet. Apart
Good.
from the fact that
Famous.
there are memes about... Stop!
The thing
I was
is,
gonna say that, but stop.
I feel like there's too many things I need to watch before getting into that.
Alright.
That's why I'm too
So,
overwhelmed.
since we all don't know anything about Endgame, how about we just have thoughts about... What do you guys think about anime crossovers?
They're fine.
I mean,
fine.
like, we have one this season. It's called Isekai Quartet.
Yeah, but it's just kind of. It just feels like it's kind of there.
I don't know why, but like when we were kids, before we discovered anime, and we were still Disney children, and Cartoon Network children, and Nickelodeon children, crossovers were a fun time for some reason.
Yeah.
Like, ano nga ba? What crossover was that? You know, this Hannah Montana on Zack and
Like,
Cody.
The Sweet
Oh.
Life on Deck. with
Yeah,
Hannah
Sweet Life
Montana.
and
Unfortunately, I didn't have K-pop at that
and,
time, so I don't know what you guys
the
are
Jimmy
talking about.
Neutron and Timmy Turner crossover.
Okay, at least that one
was
I know.
lit. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know. Crossovers are just fun to watch, cause like if you like a series and you like another series, putting them together in one show is like, oh, double the like. I don't know how to explain it. It's just fun.
I guess what you like about it is that you already have an established environment and setting for each story, but then when you put them together, it's still a new thing.
It's
And
like
it's not
it's a
like
new realm. There's
Yeah.
like new interactions you never thought possible if they
Mm-mm.
just stayed within their show.
yeah,
I-
it's
I
like making them together somehow created something that's better than just the two of them separately.
I thought the appeal was just it's going to be a thing where it's just going to be 100% inside jokes.
Mm.
I think it's
I
gonna be
guess
hard.
I guess that's what makes
Kind of a
and
fantasy.
watching Endgame kind of overwhelming for
Mhm.
people because they're gonna miss a lot of stuff if they don't follow
Everything from the
MCU.
MCU.
religiously. But at the same time, you shouldn't really let that stop you from enjoying Endgame because,
Mm.
well, although I appreciate the inside jokes, I kind of appreciate the film on its own too, even without all the references to past movies.
I
Mm.
mean, if it's kind of hard to say that kind of thing about Endgame because the story literally continues from the Thanos snap.
Mm-mm. Well, what if Thanos Z-snapped? Would he like remove 15/16 of the whole population?
Wait, 1/2 raised to 3.
4.
Oh. Yeah, 1/16 of the population.
15/16 of the population would be gone.
Okay.
Do not argue with the math student.
Well, yes,
There you go.
1/16 of the
1/16.
population would remain. You're true. You're correct about that. It's kind of weird though. It's like in the half of that population, why didn't Thanos disappear himself?
I mean, I don't know. Infinity Gauntlet
They won
immunity.
a coin flip.
Or maybe he really disappeared himself, but then because he had all the other stones, he just said, "Nope, add me up to the people who remained."
Wait, I think if he snapped himself, someone would just get the Infinity Gauntlet from him and like snap everyone back.
But if you snap, aren't all the possessions you were disappear?
Yeah.
Wouldn't all everything you own at the moment disappear?
Everything.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Considering like everyone and their clothes would also disappeared.
So yun, this is just a speculation from people who haven't watched. But what if the Infinity Gauntlets did disappear?
Oh no, we're gonna have to look for them again. How many years is this gonna take? And then there's gonna be
I mean,
another big
I
bang
don't
trying
know
to
if
get
this
them all
is a
out.
spoiler, pero that was the theory nung end of
I
part
thought
1.
this was an anime podcast.
Actually.
Well,
Mm. I mean, Mac wanted
We-
us to talk about
and
crossovers.
we kind of ran out of anime because all of us don't really have much yet that we have watched this
So
season.
now we're talking about Endgame.
Does Reagan having Saitama on his phone count as crossover?
Yes,
Hey,
the
yeah,
one.
I think that works. That works.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Ah,
Reagan having Saitama on his phone and Mob reading One Punch Man.
one must be having a lot of fun.
Landream has a Gochi Usa collab right now. Does that count?
I guess collaborations can work as crossovers.
Hike Mike has
Provided that
collabs
they
with
do
that
interact with
raccoon
each
thing.
Okay, then.
Like
never
for
mind.
example, in games where people from Shin Megami Tensei interact with people from Devil May Cry 5.
You know that meme? Like whenever they release new characters and there's somebody you realize is from looks like a person from another franchise, and,
And then they
and they
actually
make reincarnation jokes. Like what was that example?
Is that a crossover?
Is that the crossover? Oh, when this character died, he must have gone into this other anime. I'm like,
Oh no. Is this what happened to Joey when he left Friends?
I don't understand the reference. I'm
I'm sorry. It's a Western series.
Oh, like it's like
Kill.
Armin with Prince of Shrine, because there was a blonde boy with a bobcat. Okay.
Or
So,
does-
right
does-
now we're just talking about XPs, I guess.
But yeah, has any of you watched Isekai Quartet?
I watched the
Honestly,
first
I
episode.
haven't.
Then-
So is it as zany as you expect it to be, considering there's Konosuba in it and Overlord
well, it was
and all
anime
that?
zany.
I mean, do you still feel the same excitement from Hannah Montana on deck with Isekai Quartet?
I just kind of felt like it was just kind of there. I didn't feel particularly anything.
Oh.
Then again, I didn't particularly like any of those series except maybe Konosuba.
So does it feel like...
Or Tanya.
Excuse me. Alright, okay, so...
Crossovers are really fun to
You can just
play with.
Provided that, you make it work properly.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we have an example now of a bad crossover. Considering that those are pretty hyped series when they came out.
Well,
And
don't take it from me because I'm not too invested in those most of those characters.
Same, because like I don't know.
I guess it only works
it's an
if you
anime
really like
crossover.
all of them
Yeah, you need to like all of them.
to like what it becomes afterwards.
Because the thing is, well, like if you compare it to the Nickelodeon and the Disney ones, even if you don't like the other show, you're aware about it. Because yeah, there wasn't a lot of Nickelodeon and Disney shows
What
back
about
then.
Godzilla versus King Kong?
But that was
Do you
one
guys-
weird movie. I appreciate what they tried to do, but it was so weird.
In a good way or in a bad way?
In a bad way.
Oh, really?
Ouch.
I
Sad.
mean, how would that work? You just happen to live in a world where giant monsters happen and you don't have Transformers or like Zoids or something.
You don't really have any control about how you're gonna deal with the situation.
I
It's all up to the people. It's all up to the big monsters if they will spare you or not.
Mm.
Don't you want to see the chaos?
Chaos times 2, because there's 2 of them.
Well, if they're in a concentrated area. Actually, it's more than two.
Alright, so I guess that's all we can talk about for today. Yeah, so to recap, we talked about
Spring
Spring
anime,
anime.
what you like about it, what you don't like about them.
No,
Then
some
we
thoughts
only
on
talked about
crossovers.
what
crossovers.
some thoughts about what Endgame should be like.
we like, both.
Stop it with the thiness, we get it. You like maximum damage with hot sauce.
Oh, hot sauce.
Anyway, right, so
Once again?
what's left for us to talk about? I guess if you want to hear more about this kinds of stuff from us, you can leave a like down below.
And if you'd like
Subscribe to their channel.
If you'd like more
Ring that
details
bell.
on no, let me finish. If you'd like sorry. If you'd like to hear more recommendations about the anime we like this spring season, we're gonna be releasing a series of recommendation articles under our website. We're gonna link our website down below.
Yeah.
Please check it out as well.
Don't forget, if you really like what we do check out our FB page as well as for
For other social medias.
Yeah. And we're also going to be putting those down in the comments down below.
Once again, this has been
Eric.
this has been Tanam.
This is Clarice.
Diego, watch Sarazan.
And this is AME After Hours, signing off.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
God, tell us the reason
Youth is wasted on the young.